Let us pray. Father in heaven, in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, we just want to say thank you for this beautiful day. We pray, mighty God, that you will help us to teach us to number our days, that we will apply our hearts into your wisdom. Help us never again to say that this is a bad day, but help us to realize that there are degrees of good days, and may we continue to give you the glorification for allowing us to see one day at a time. In the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, may thou guide us into the richness of your word, and may our lives be enriched because of your word. In the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, hear this prayer. Amen. This sermon, which God gave me some time ago, deals with a particular book. So the title of this sermon is This Book. And in parentheses, we have the words, conquering the challenges. On New Year's night here at Liberty, God gave me a message by the people was about to cross the Jordan River. They was on one side, and they were about to cross over. And God gave me the message dealing with self-examination through the lens of the gospel. We must not be so anxious to look across the Jordan River or to think about what will happen to us in the year 2019. But if we could just do a self-examination at the edge of the Jordan River and look where God has brought us from. And look what God has done for us in our individual lives. We will rejoice because what he has already done on this side. So therefore, looking through the lens of the gospel and examining our individual journey, we are more than willing to cross over and to conquer the challenges which awaits us in the year 2019. There will be no fear, because when we think back what God has already done, we can't help but to believe that he will take care of us. This morning, I was up before daybreak. My daughter's birthday was January the 2nd, my oldest daughter. I believe that she's about 56 now. She wasn't home last night, so I got up early this morning and went in Maryland to give her 2 cars, not just one, and put money in both the cars to let her know that her dad really appreciated her. She was surprised to see me this morning. And I was on my way back home to do some reading. And then it dawned on me, why don't you go to your old praying ground? Lincoln Park. As I once lived around the corner, I would go to Lincoln Park around 12 o'clock, midnight, and stay there and read until the sun would come up. I wanted to spend time with God. So this morning, as I left my daughter's house, I went back to my old stomping ground to spend some time with God and to pray. And I went up to the statue with Mary McLeod Bethune, and I started reading those words on her statue. And the words sort of caused me to have flashbacks to the sermon here. She says here, I leave you the challenge of developing confidence in one another. That word struck me. Challenge. And that is what this sermon is about. Conquering the challenges. Jesus made it very clear that everyone who is born will not escape hardships. You're going to have some hardships. You're going to have some ups and downs. Things going to happen to you that you would not be able to understand. But you have to go through. Now, what state of mind will you be in depends on you. It can take your mind from you, or even you can come out as a better person. So therefore, we must conquer those things which will confront us. Even though they may be very difficult, but we must look at them because there is a lesson in each challenge. Because we need to be challenged. If we are to grow, you and I have to be challenged. You cannot grow when things are going smooth. The wind and the storm has to come. As you see the trees, they bend, roll, but they still stand. And those trees that fail, as you go a little closer, you find out that there was no substance within them. Nothing but decay. It was rotten within. So we'll find out just what you and I, are made of when things get tough. So here, God has a message for Joshua, because he's about to take the people on the other side. And the 8th verse, the 9th verse, someone read those, my brother there, Joseph. And I'd like to read those words again to you. It said, "This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that's written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success." Then God speaks again by saying, "Have not I command you?" Now this is God speaking to man. "Have not I commanded you? Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you to be strong and of a good courage? Didn't I tell you, do not be afraid? Didn't I tell you, don't be dismayed? For I, the Lord, is with you." Amen. And it says here, even in the 6th verse and the 7th verse, God repeats those same words. He said, "Be strong." The 7th verse, "Be strong." You got to be strong. This book, there are many books in the world, but we're not talking about all those thousands and thousands of books. It's this book. This book. This book. I wonder why our grandparents would put money into the Bible and leave it there. And come back, and the money be still there. no one would touch this book. They may turn the mattress upside down, go in closet, but they won't touch the Bible, this book. At this particular time, we just have, see, it says here, this book of the law. It didn't have the prophets involved there. The Gospels was not written there. You just had 5 books of the law. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. Later on, you had other books added to it, the prophets, the Gospels. So then you have a library of books, 66 books. We're talking about this book of the law. What is so important about this book? Well, it really shows you the character of God. First of all, in the book, in the Bible, you will have God telling man to be just among your fellow man. Yes. Even when God sent the prophets to the kings and told them about their wrong, evil doings, that you are wrong for treating the poor people the way you were treating them. You should not take advantage of the poor. God told them to tell the elite that I see that you are getting fat and my people are getting poor. You are using them. And because of that message, they killed the prophets. This book. There was a king that read a portion of the book, and he became so angry, and then he thrust the book into the fire. And God told the prophet, go and write it again. That's this book. This book also tells us to love God with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. But in order for you to do the will of God, you got to be strong. Because when the people left out of Egypt and go into the countries where the other people were, they will be faced with many temptations. And you got to be strong. This is our young people here. We can teach them about God, tell them about coming to Sunday school, Bible class, but then when they get to a point, they say, well, I'm going to do mine. Yes, I'm going to do mine. And then they go astray because they have to be strong. Because everything that lives in the world is not gold. You see it on TV, your famous idols, singers, they may look good, but behind closed doors, they're catching what I would say hell. Putting on fronts. They look good to you, but there's a higher power who controls them. Yes. They are still being controlled. Because it does not matter how much money they make, if there's somebody else making twice as much as they are making. So they are just like puppets on the string. And those are the ones that you wish that you were like. But you don't know what they're going through. Amen. And God is saying to you, be strong. Be strong. Be strong. Be strong. And all of that, To be strong, God is saying also, I like to read this to you. I just don't want to say this off my top of my head, but I want to read this to you. Because this is very important here. Deuteronomy, the 11th chapter. Let's go to the fourth chapter of Deuteronomy, and the 15th, 23, and verse 9. 15 verse. It says here, take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves. Take heed to yourself. That's the 15th verse. The 23rd verse. It says here again, take heed to yourselves, lest ye forget the covenant of the Lord. Verse 9. We have these words here. Only take heed to yourself. What God is saying here that it's not only to conquer that which is outside, but you got to be strong enough to conquer that which is within yourself. Oh, yes. If you are going to make it through the year of 2019, you got to start with yourself. You got to conquer some things within yourself. You can be your worst enemy. Yes, you can be your worst enemy. Because now you have turned against God. Yes, take heed to yourselves. So many of us want to be lifted up. We want people to look at us. We think we made it by our own strength. No, it was God. That's why the word of God. God is saying to all of humanity, take heed to yourself. If you are to conquer the outside, you must start within yourself. Because in all of us, there is a Jacob and a Hannah. There is a light side and there's a dark side. And Paul said we struggle. That's what Paul said. I'm not making this up. Read the 7th chapter of Romans. Paul said, I struggle within myself, trying to do that which is right. But every now and then, evil comes and takes over. Yes, evil can get you. Take you down the wrong path. So every day there is a struggle within us. That's why Christ said, I can leave you with the Holy Ghost. Because you need some power. Because see, some of us think that we're so smart and so wise, I don't want to hear what grandma say. I don't want to hear that, but I need God. I can take care of myself. You think you're more wise now or more wiser than your ancestors. I don't need to come to church. I got a good job. I'm doing good. Wrong. If anything, you ought to thank God to give you the will and the mind to get what you have. Therefore, if anyone ought to be in church, it ought to be us. Yes. That's why you find more women interested in men, because the men don't need to go to church. I don't need to go there. I go when I get ready once a year or twice a year. Wrong again. That's wrong again. That's why you got to be strong to overcome self. See, I'm scared of James T. Williams. And I tell anybody, I don't trust myself. That's why I pray to God, God, help me. Every now and then, I may want people to look at me. But when I face reality, God tells me, You just passing through too. You on your way out too. Right. So he keeps me what? Humble. And I pray that God teach me to number my days that I may apply my heart into wisdom. Help me to help somebody else. Take heed to yourself. Take heed. Because you can become your worst enemy. Yes. You don't have faith. Yes. Things that seem to be impossible, you turn back from. God is saying, when you cross over, you got to be strong. You got to be strong. Why? Because your children, your family is watching you. Not just what you say, but what you do. Are you easy to fall apart? Do you blame your spouse or someone who's close to you for what you are going through? And we have a tendency to blame somebody that we love. It takes a strong person to say, it's me. Yes, you got to be strong in this life. Amen. In the 8th chapter of Deuteronomy, in the 14th verse, it says here, beginning with the 12th verse, lest when thou hast eaten and art full, and hast built goodly houses and dwelt therein, and when thou herds and thy flocks multiply, and thy silver and thy gold is multiplied, and all that thou hast is multiplied, then your heart shall be lifted, and thou forget God. Yes, how easy we can forget God who brought us this far. Yes, then thy heart shall be lifted up, and thou forget the Lord thy God, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. Yes. As I remember, let me give you my testimony. A lot of people wouldn't do this, but I'm going to take it anyway. My wife and I was sleeping in a little cot now here in 16th Street. Got so ragged, I had to take clothes hangers and tie on all 4 sides to keep the bed together. I remember my wife told me, said, Jay, since you can't get us out of this 2-bedroom apartment, you and I can give up our bedroom and give it to our son Kirk. I said, now where we gonna sleep? She said, on the floor, in the living room. And I took 2 nails, one on that side, and that side, got a screen. Put sheets over so our children would not see us as they came out the bedroom and went to the bathroom. I remember. How can I forget? And then when God blessed us, I got a queen side bed. And my wife told me, I don't want that side bed. I want a king side. I told the man, check it back. But what I'm saying, what God has done for me, how can I forget? I'll be a dangerous man to forget. Then look down on others who don't have. How dare I forget what God has done for me? Yes. Broke my wife out of broken beds. Took us off the floor. How dare I forget? Rose pennies and brought it here at Liberty Baptist Church. My wife and I rode pennies together. Because we want to give something to the house of God. How dare I forget? That's why God said here, when I bless you, your heart will be lifted up. And you forget who blessed you. As you got to be strong to remember the God of your salvation. Remember, when you went into the hospital, who brought you out of the hospital? Who's keeping your marriage together in spite of your weakness? Who giving your wife a forgiving heart? Who giving your husband a forgiving heart? God! 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 God works in the heart. It's God. Who gave you the will to get your education? It's God. Who blessed your mother and father? God. It's God. How dare we forget God because we have degrees. Yes, we can speak intelligence. We can cross every eye. Yes, it's me now. It's me. Yes, God said, don't forget. Don't you ever forget. Because you were once slaves yourself in Egypt. And I brought you out. Yes, God. Who keeping your parents in spite of their weakness? Who keeping them? God is keeping them. I think about Sister Mary Burton and all that she's been through. That little small woman, but God is keeping her. Yeah. I think about Sister Gordon. God is keeping her. He's surrounded with Gordon, a beautiful family. That's love. God. God is keeping her. Yeah, God. Nobody else but God. You can't keep them alive. You can't give them strength. It's God. Nobody but God. So therefore, when we come in the house of God, we praise God. We praise God. And thank God. And you got to be strong. Because there's all types of ideas in the air trying to pull you from God. And you got to be strong. You may not understand all of this, but you can say as a blind man said, I know one thing, once I was blind, now I see. Yes, I can't understand all of that. I can't pray like you. I can't understand all these words here, but one thing I do know, I was blind. Now I see. Amen. So therefore, we praise God. God is saying also here that if you stay in this book, hear what he says, what he would do. But you got to be strong. He says here, this book of the Lord shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night. Study God's word day and night. Study so the word can become part of you. And then said, therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that's written therein. Then said, if you do that, if you stay in this book, for then thou shalt make thy way prosperous. What God is saying, if you stay in this book, as I have commanded you, I will make a way. Amen. When there seems to be no way, I'll make a way. I'll make a way for you. Anytime you spend time with God, God looks on you. He said, I'll make a way for her. I'll make a way for him. They're taking time out to be with me. They're taking time out to be with me. When close our own closed door. And then I'll shut closed doors. I'll make a way. If you stay in the book. Yes, I'll make a way. I'll make it. Then, at the proper time, for then thou shalt make thy way prosperous. Sometimes you got to cry before doors are open. It's not going to be easy. Nothing is given to you, not even from God on a silver platter. You got to go through, so you got to earn it. Yes. You got to fight. You got to study hard, young people. Break those books open. Yeah, when others are having a good time at the party, you got to be home studying. You got to study. Want to be a good minister? Study, Paul says. Study. Many of us try to go around studying. We're going to depend on people we know. But they'll put you up and they'll bring you down. But when God lifts you up, can't no man bring you down. Yeah. And since God knows us, he said, have not I commanded you? I want you to be strong. I cannot say this enough. You got to be strong in this life. Even within your own families, you got to be strong. Brothers and sisters, you got to be strong. Because your sister cannot go all the way with you on the path that God put before you. You got to travel that path all by yourself. All of us. I don't care who want to go with you. Who may say they love you, but they can't go all the way with you. You got to take that path by yourself. They can't study for you. They cannot grow for you. You got to do that with God. You need God. If you are to study Jesus, God is saying, study this book. I command you. He says that because he knows it's not going to be easy. Yes, if you want to be strong and be a person with making your dreams become a reality, you got to study. There's no escape. But once God bless you, you'll be so grateful. But you got to cry. You got to shed tears. You got to burn the midnight oil. Then all of that, he said, be strong. Why? Because I command you to love people that don't love you. I said, what? See, we don't like to be challenged, but Jesus, I come not to make you comfortable. I come to pull you out of the comfort zone. Yes, I'm going to pull you and I'm going to stretch you. Yeah, you got to be stretched. When you're stretched, you may cry sometimes. And sometimes people have to die in your family. Oh, yes. But even through that, you'll grow. Just as my son Kurt passed, I'm still growing. Strange strength. God gives those who losing loved ones, strange strength. You look weak at times, but yet you're strong. Strange strength that he gives us. Why? To help somebody else. He wants us to be strong so we can be a light for others. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Yes, God wants you to be strong, not just for yourself, but for others who have no hope. Be strong. Be strong. That's what Jesus did. Close this out with this. Jesus went to the cross. A strong man. He could have stayed on that cross and watched them die. He could have stayed there. And watched all them fall one by one to the ground. Then he could have got up, but no. He stayed there and died himself. Let's take strength. It takes strength for you to love people. Amen. And sometimes we can't love people who persecute us until our backs are against the wall. Or even you are at death's door. And then you will say, God, if you deliver me from this, I love everybody. Yes. Sometimes you have to reach death's door. You know you got 1 foot in the grave. And 1 foot on, and you pray to God, God, please help me, give me my help back, and he does that, you start loving him. You love your enemies. And you find out now it's not even worth it. Love cause you see the good in people. Love cause you love because God loved you first. Yes. Love. Jesus died on that cross and rose again to let us know this is not the end. This is not the end. And he loved us. He loves us. And he still loves us. And I want to love people. I had a young lady on my job who she looked at me kind of strange, and I would just turn my head. You know, I'm still man. I'm still got that other side of me, and I just turn my head too. But then I pray to God, God, please help me. And I went back to work, and I saw her, and I said, good morning. I had to make the first step. I made the first move. Why? Because God been good to me. When I go home, it's all that I had from a 2-bedroom apartment to 3 bedrooms upstairs, a nice kitchen, a living room, and a full basement. I said, God. Large bed, I said, God is good. So I love, because God loved me. And that's what he wants all of us to do. Just love. If you can't have love in your heart for somebody else, there's something wrong in you. Yes, there's something wrong. If you are thinking in your mind that you're better than anybody else, there's some type of disease in your mind. So may God bless all of us. And I do pray this year, as the clerk says, the church clerk says, may liberty leap for joy. And may you come here and learn more about God and learn more about yourself. May you give your time. May you give your offerings. May you give money. Not just come here when you have to sing or do something because you are participating. But come here when you are. I come here when I'm not teaching. I come here to be a student. Because I don't know everything. It's good to be a teacher, but I want to be a student. So I don't care who's teaching. I want to be a student. I don't know everything. And how dare me say I don't want to hear him or her. Who are you? Who are you? You know everything? You don't know nothing. Okay, how good you look, how many education degrees you have, you really don't know nothing. We all still learn because God is a mystery. And creation itself is a mystery. And we just pass it through. Let us pray. Father in heaven, this journey will cause us to take a good look at ourselves. And you will use whatever you have to humble us because you love us so much. So I pray, Almighty God, that you will Give us the hunger and thirst for your word. There's a verse in your word, Almighty God, that frightens me. It really frightens me. It talks about a young man walking through the streets. He passed by one female on the corner. She does not get him. He passed by another and she does not get him, but another woman does. And she takes him home with her. And come to find out that he does not know exactly where he is. He thinks that he is in a beautiful, frankincense bedroom. But the Bible said that he does not know that he's in hell. And there's another scripture that comes to me that frightens me. How Delilah kept getting Samson. And she brought the strong man down. Father, have mercy upon my soul, because I don't want to be brought down. And there's another verse in the Bible, in Proverbs, that says, this woman, she does not bring down just any man. She brings down those who are strong. Those verses keep me on my toes. She brings down strong men. Now I understand why God is telling all of us, be strong and don't be afraid. Don't be dismayed, because he says that he is with us. So Father, help us to be strong as we pass through this life. May your blessing continue to be upon Liberty Baptist Church. May you bless these people who are here. May they take heed to the word that came out today, because somewhere this week they will be tempted. Somebody may mess up, just as Bill Cosby and so many others. Men are still being brought down. Even though it's written in the Bible, they're still going their own way. Think they can get away. And the woman is still bringing down not just men, they're bringing down strong men, breaking up families, destroying the personality of men. Yes, God is telling us to be strong. Women too, to be strong. Telling men to be strong. Young boys, young girls, be strong. Because Satan comes to kill, steal, and to destroy. In the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, hear this prayer. Amen.